I said I could have been. I could have been. I would have been. I could have been. I haven't been on here in 10 years. 10 years. 10 of them. 10 of them. 10 of them. Okay, so I'm giving advice while I'm still alive. While I'm still alive, I'm giving advice. So ask me anything. Anything. And I will give you the best advice I can give you. On my end. I should have been. I could have been. I should have been. I could have been. I could have been. I should have been. I could have been. I'm waiting on the questions. What's going on back there? How to get more? Hmm. Hmm. Um. There's a few things. DM me. I need your help. Is there something I can help you with on here? Or is it more personal? If it's personal, I'll hit you up. But so okay. Views with music. Um Somebody once told me, "Hi Diana. Hello." You know what? I'm so goofy. So, okay, look. When it comes to music, it's hard. It's not an easy thing. Like people try their hardest and people spend years trying to grow their music and grow their fan base and stuff like that. So I think the best thing you can do, for one, don't expect to just put out, one single or one song and expect it to, jump off. It's not gonna happen. It's highly unlikely for it to happen. A lot of music artists that you hear nowadays that just, get popular all of a sudden, they they start they have a start off, but it takes them years to get to that one song that everybody knows. And they be like, well, where did this person come from? Like, this is their first song. It's really not. So just keep working at it. If you only have 10 people listening to your music right now, just do as best as you can for those 10 people. And those 10 people, if they love the music that you're putting out, those 10 people, one of those 10 people will tell another person. Then you have 11. And you just go from there and you just keep doing as best as you possibly can. There's no real for sure way to get more people to listen to your music other than just make music. You know, it's more. It should be more of an expression. That should be your like that should be your real goal. We get looped up into the numbers and all of that stuff and trying to figure out how we can become better artists and how we can get more people to watch our stuff and listen to our stuff and all of that. But then and again, at the end of the day, if you don't have a love for it, you know, monetize. Jesus Christ. Trying to make music profitable shouldn't be the only thing. Like, you have to love it as well, because there's gonna be days where you don't feel like you're the best artist you can possibly be. There's gonna be days where you feel like you could have done better on that project, but as long as it's your form of expression and it's something that you love, you can do it. Oh, what did Brenda say? Need your opinion on a poem. Got you. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up. Something's wrong with me. So advice. Hold on. Any other advice? I'm talking about life. talking about music. I know I make a lot of stuff. My channel is basically revolved around music, but um, anything. I'm answering all questions with the best of my ability. I'm not a professional, so don't take what I say completely to your heart, but I am a realist at the end of the day. What is going on here? Right on, bro. Or should I just Google some, like, I don't know. Google some answers. I mean, some questions, something. No, that's stupid. Because then I'm not speaking to anybody specifically. I need questions from people who are going through something in their life and they want another opinion and they want another logical perspective. A logical perspective. No judgment, nothing. You just want a logical perspective from somebody. That's what I'm here for. Oh, my back is killing me. I feel like I'm not the age that I am. Maybe we can go to the movie. For me, I'm just here because you reacted to my music. Thanks, bro. See, that type of support, that's what I need on my channel. I need people to understand that I will support you guys as much as I possibly can within whatever, I don't know what I was about to say. But I don't, you know what, look, I'm all over the place today. There's a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, I feel like I will feel better as a person if I help other people with their issues and their problems. Or not even help them with their problems, but if there's something that I can do or like some type of words of encouragement that I can give them, I feel like it will make me feel a lot better. So that's why I'm asking for you guys to participate in this asking for advice thing, because I want to feel better about myself. Love you too, bro. Maybe we can go. Okay, I can't just have you guys watch me. What can we do? Dude, okay, so I'm gonna talk about some stuff. So while you guys are thinking of stuff that you can ask, even if it might not necessarily pertain to you, if you can ask questions that might help somebody else, talk about some stuff that's coming up. So the 20th of this month, I'm not sure if you guys saw the video on my channel. I made like a short, literally it was like 5-10 seconds long. It's like a short little trailer. There will be another trailer that's going to come out as well, but there's going to be a really good documentary that I'm doing that's going to come out. I don't know if I want to do a docu-series where I just split up in parts and, you know, make part 1 and then part 2 comes out the next day or the next week or, you know, whatever, or if I just want to do it all as one. I'm not sure, but it's gonna touch a lot of people. Some really heavy stuff in that, and it's gonna most definitely touch me just from creating it, and you know, because it does have some personal things in there, and that's the type of content that I'm willing to start creating. I want to make more personal content. I'm at that point in my life where I'm ready to put my life into the world. Start introducing some people in my life. Let's go. Some mental issues. That's actually pretty. It's actually a strange coincidence how you said that, because I'm actually doing something on mental health as well, but it won't come out till May of next year, which is the Mental Health Awareness Month. So I guess if you, but okay. So I got a friend that's going through some mental issues. How can I help him heal? Specifically, um, can you give a little bit more detail about mental issues, or not even just like, just possibly what they're going through? Because it's hard to just help somebody heal with something that you don't really know about. Advice on how to properly navigate through a relationship where mental illness is present, but you were raised that counseling and psychology is essentially of the devil. Wow, Jesus Christ. This is why I need to make this mental awareness video. So, I think I wish I could get lower. I need to get a chair. That's what I need to do. Hold on, what? One second. Alrighty. That might help. Okay. So, let me see. I'm gonna go to Marcus Little's thing first because he asked first. Well, he's suffering from deep depression as he thinks he's the reason for his mother's death. Okay. So, death is something that I've personally run into a bunch in my life, and everybody grieves differently. That's one thing to always take into account when it comes to death and everything like that. Like, everybody grieves differently. So some people, grief has its own way of showing up in somebody's life. So some people feel like, some people blame themselves for the person's death. Some people, they don't necessarily know how to cope or deal with it. I think sometimes depression can be basically a pile up of emotions, and you're depressed because you don't necessarily know how to get those emotions out. You're basically caging those emotions in, and they're weighing you down as a person. They're weighing down your spirit, they're weighing down your mentality, they're weighing down everything on you. So you get depressed. You don't like to do things. You don't like to go out like you used to anymore. You don't like to leave your room. There's so many ways that you can be depressed about a situation. But I think as a friend, the best way that you can possibly get him to heal is to simply try to get him back to his normal self. So, and not being pushy or anything like that, like, oh no, you need to do this because this is what you used to do. But if there's something that your friend used to do that is something that he just loved. If he liked playing guitar and he doesn't play guitar anymore, like, this is something I've struggled with through depression. I stopped playing music. I love playing piano and I love singing, but I stopped playing music and singing because I was depressed. It was just one of those things where I couldn't shake, and it was like, but I got an opportunity from someone who allowed me to do music and at a completely different level, and it made me, get out of the house and go for it. And I think if you can just persuade that person to do what they used to do, or do what you guys both used to do, that will allow them to find some type of, because it's either like, grief is one of those things where you can either have a release at any point, like that breaking point to where you just let it all out, or you have to let it out piece by piece. Some people, they let it all out. Some people, they'll cry. I'm not the type of person that just let it all out. Sometimes it takes for a while for me to actually go through the stepping stones of, okay, I'm getting better now. I'm starting to do the things I used to do now. I'm starting to get back into music now. Okay, I'm feeling better. Okay, I'm healed. Some people, they just need that one trigger that will allow them to cry allow them to. I mean, some people, they go as hard as like, some people need physical releases. So some people, they will need to punch something, or I don't want to say somebody, but I think as a friend, the best way for you to basically help them heal is just to simply be there for them. I know it can be something that requires a lot of patience, but if you love your friend, you will sit there through them. I mean, you will sit there through that with them. Be patient. Understand that it's not gonna, things are not gonna heal overnight, especially with his mother passing. That's most definitely, that's something that won't just be healed overnight. And he may never be completely healed, but as long as you can try to get those glass pieces to fit back into the cup that it once was, as long as you can get those glass pieces to fit back into the cup that it once was, I think then, things will be a little bit better. And your friend will appreciate you for simply sticking with them through that. So, yeah. If you I gotta go back up. Properly navigate through a relationship where mental illness is present. So here's the thing. You were raised that when you were raised, you were told that counseling and psychology is essentially of the devil. So is that a religious thing? Like, because I can sort of understand that. I've heard from people that, or is that just something that somebody told you? Because there's a lot of people there's a lot of people, and that's one of the reasons why I want to make a documentary on mental health, simply because there's a lot of people who don't address it. And I can only speak from experience, but in Black culture, there's a lot of people who go through things. There's a lot of people who have mental health issues, and we're taught, in Black culture. I can't speak on any other culture because I don't know that. I've only lived Black culture. So we're brought up to think that, reaching out to somebody or talking to somebody is a bad thing. We're taught, like, families will literally tell you, our business is our business, don't tell nobody our business, and, stuff like that. And it's like, well, who do I talk to? Because if I talk to you, there's an issue and the situation gets worse. So who do I talk to? This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and I feel like psychology, and I mean, I've even personally been to a therapist, and I think I was doing therapy for like 5 or 6 months straight, and it really helped. Just being able to talk to somebody without being judged, and um, without fearing being left, or being, just telling somebody how you feel without the feeling of, you know, getting any negative reaction from it. It can help. So psychology and counseling is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Even when you go to people that don't do it professionally, if you go to somebody and you just basically ask them for their advice, like this right now, this is considered counseling. It's not professional, but it's considered counseling. So it's like, I don't think it's bad. It's just one of those things that you have to, you have to step out and understand that if I want this relationship to work, if I want the end, because in every relationship, the end goal should always be, I want us to stick together. I don't refer anybody, I don't even see how people get into relationships and expect it to be I'm gonna talk about that too. I don't even understand how in relationships people get into relationships and they expect it not to work, or they expect the relationship to remain, like, to be like a temporary thing. Me, I get inside a relationship, I want it to be long term. I want us to fight through whatever we need to fight through, get through whatever we need to get through. I got your back, you got mine. Let's last forever. That's my mindset whenever I get into a relationship. So if I don't see that from a person, if I don't see those traits from a person of knowing that we will get through this and we can go far, there's no point. There's literally no point. So if you're with a person that you believe, that you trust, that you love, that will actually be there for you through whatever, I feel like the best thing for you to do is take whatever steps you need to take, including counseling and including just, whatever. I mean, even if counseling is something that you can't afford or, whatever, there's people like me who don't mind helping you, who don't mind talking to you and, figuring things out. And if not that, I would say get closer to God. There's there's a lot of benefit in hearing His word. There's a lot of benefit, and I'm not too religious. I'm not going to sit here and say that because I think religion is man-made. I'm just going to say that. But I am spiritual, and I do believe God is most definitely real, and everything that symbolizes God and everything that basically makes I knew I heard a phone ring and I was like, okay. But getting closer to God can most definitely help you. And God doesn't have to be, in a church or you don't have to turn on Joel Osteen. You don't have to cut on TD Jakes on Sunday mornings on TV. All you have to do is basically just, sit down in a room and just let it out. Talk to Him, pray, cry, whatever you need to do in order to get yourself together. There's plenty of ways to, help yourself through mental illness situations, but you have to want to get better. Nobody can really do it for you. And, you can have people that help you and be there to, hold your hand through it, but it's one of those things that you have to want for yourself. So, yeah. It's so sad that I was in a band with him for over 2 years and he gave me signs of what happened with his mom died. They killed him inside. Yeah. So yeah, as men, we are expected to just shut up and be strong. It's one of those things that, that's not even a culture thing. That's like every single culture. Men are expected to just be strong and, go through things without any type of, counsel or guidance to get through it. It's hard. It's one of those things that I even struggle with as of now. It's like I'm expected just to have all the answers to life, and that's not always the case. But I believe. My bad. Am I back? But no, like guys, that's not even really a culture thing. That's not a black, white, Hispanic, or Asian. That's not even that type of thing. Like men do, we get expected to. I mean, we're expected to just basically be okay with everything. We're expected to take hits and to just not just be okay with it. Which I don't know. That's one of those things that I've never even figured out myself. Like, I don't know whether to question people for feeling that way or to question myself for not being like that. But it's like, it's just one of those things where I guess you just got to be around the right people. You got to be around people that don't expect you to just always be a rock. You got to find people that you can actually be comfortable around, actually find people that you can actually be vulnerable with, and that understands that this man, yeah, he's a man, but at the same time, he's going to have his down days. He's going to have his times when he doesn't feel his best. He doesn't have his time. He's going to have his times when he wants to be heard too. So it's just one of those situations where you just gotta change up your circle. If you're always around somebody who just always is always just about them, and they don't really expect to help you through your situations or anything like that, you just gotta change the circle. you're around somebody that's very selfish. And yeah. Any more questions or advice that I can give? But oh yeah. So with Marcus Little, um, yeah, I mean those types of things. Those things happen all the time. It's like some people they will show. Uh, some people will show signs all the time. Like me, I'm not by any means necessary. I am not the type of person that will openly just come out and be like, okay, I'm not okay. It's sad to say it. I should be one of those types of people that just can come out and say it, but I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm one of those types of people who, if I see something go wrong or if I see something happen that I don't like, I'll let it happen. If it's minor, I'll let it happen. I'll be like, okay. And then, you know, a day later or 2 days later, it happened again. I go, okay. And eventually, at some point in time, you're just going to reach that breaking point. It's just going to be something that's going to hit you hard enough for you to realize, you know, I am not where I need to be. I'm not okay. You know, I need help. And some people just, I don't know. It's a hard thing, but letting it build up for so long, it will destroy you in the long run. I'll leave it on here. I'll leave it on here. Any more questions or advice that I can give while I'm still alive? Vocal warm-up techniques. Yeah. There's not many when it comes to techniques. Being technical. So when you're warming up, you're basically just, that's literally it. Like, you know, you don't, in the winter, you don't get inside your car and expect it just to, you know, get in and drive off. You know, you have to warm the engine up. So it's basically sort of the same thing. If you have any experience with, that is funny that you said breath support, because I actually made a video about that and I was going to edit it. I had already recorded it. I had already started editing it and I was going to upload it, and I just deleted it. I do that a lot. You guys think I don't post just because I don't want to? I question myself a lot with my content because I always want it to be something that's going to be good enough for you guys to watch, something that's not too long, and something that's going to be entertaining at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. But you're basically warming up your voice. So singing and all of that is like, I think, okay, so pretty much you need to warm up your voice mainly in the morning. Only because in the morning, you know, we all know that when we wake up, we sound like this. And, you know, we sound real, like our voice is very, you know, groggy and, you know, all of that. So I think doing solfege, so do, re, mi, fa. Oh my God. See, I didn't warm up. My voice is all over the place. No, but do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And like doing that through the scales, it's old fashioned, and it's not, you know, one of those new crazier warm-ups, but that's most definitely the one that works the most. And just doing it as high as you comfortably can, and then taking it down and going as low as you comfortably can, and most definitely it works. It works. As far as breath support, I'm just gonna talk about it. If you don't do my okay. I'm laughing because Brandon been asking for the same reaction. I haven't forgot, but Brandon has been asking for this same reaction for the last like 3 months straight, and I keep telling him I'm gonna get to it, but I'll be all over the place. Breath support. So there's um there's like two different sides when it comes to breath support, and I actually talked about this on my on a video that I created. So when it comes to breath support, there is breathing, and there's actually like it's sort of what? It's actually sort of, what am I saying right now? It's actually self-explanatory. So, you can split those two words into sort of what you need to do when it comes to breath support. So, breathing, breath, that's basically you just taking in enough air. So, in between every phrase of the song, you need to understand, and it takes a very strategic singer to know how much air to breathe in for the next phrase or the next few phrases of the song that they need to sing. So, I've sang everything from R&B to gospel to classic to all of that stuff. And there's like in classic songs, when you're singing a part of ensemble or choir, there's certain parts of the songs where you don't have a lot of room to breathe. So you have to be very strategic, and you have to understand, okay, well, I have this little small rest in the song. If I can get in enough air, it will last me to the end of the song. You have to just be strategic of how much air you breathe in. Or you can just be an air hog and just breathe in as much as you can every time you get a break. But I don't really suggest that because, me personally, if I breathe in too much air and I try to sing, I sound, I don't know, like a horse or something. But so that's breath, that's breathing, that's making sure that you can breathe in as much air as possible so that you can continue the song without losing breath or sounding faint. Support is one of those things. Support is one of those things where it's like you have to learn how to basically sustain. I can't talk today. You have to sustain your notes. So you have to learn how to basically use the note that you're using. I mean, the Lord, you have to basically learn how to use the breath in the most efficient way possible. So if you know that there's a long note coming up, but you don't have any room to breathe before that long note, make sure that you use as less breath as possible before that note comes up. So, I'm trying to think of an example. Uh, I can't think of anything. But yeah, so I think when I was younger, like 3 years ago, we used to play this game inside this singing group thing that I was in, and we would try to basically see how long the people in the group could hold a note, and we would try to see like who can out sing somebody else, or who has the better lung capacity. So when everybody started out, they was like, okay, we can breathe in as much breath as we possibly can, which is good. It's not wrong, but it's not about how much air you can breathe in. It's about how much air you push out when you're singing. So when you breathe in as much as you possibly can, and you're like, I gotta get ready for this note. I gotta get ready for this long, extended phrase or whatever. It's like, okay, and then if you if you start off like that and you start off just pushing as hard as you possibly can, you will run out of breath, and you will run out of breath pretty quickly. So the best strategic way to do it is to breathe in as much as you possibly can that you're comfortable with. Once you breathe in, and then going from there. Another thing, vibrato helps a lot. Is singing a straight note and singing with your vibrato. There's something about the vibrato that helps you breathe, or be able to sustain your notes a lot better. I was gonna make a video. I was about to play with Brandon. I made a video. I was gonna make a video about teaching someone, teaching you guys how to access your vibrato if you don't have it. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my life at the moment. So one quick thing I want to ask you guys before we go any further with this, to hit that like button. Just because if you love me, you'll hit it. Hallelujah. Amen. Praise the Lord. Jesus Christ Almighty. Okay. So any more questions, any more concerns that we can go over and walk through? We can do advice on singing, life advice. We can do advice on anything. But I have like a good 5 more minutes. 5. What is going on this live stream? Look, y'all gotta chill out, cause I'm not gonna do it. I have pizza sitting there looking me in my face. That's why I said 5 more minutes, cause your boy is kind of hungry. Any more questions before I leave this here live? Cause I probably won't go live again until about 6 months from now. I'll be tripping. I'll be all over the place. If you're joining this live, or if you're just not joining this live, hit that like button. If you love me, you don't have to do it. Well, you should do it, because you should love everybody. I think that's where a lot of people get messed up at. They always try to. I don't know what I'm saying no more. I'm hungry, and pizza is sitting there staring me in my face. So I think I'm gonna leave now, because nobody else seems to have any more questions or any other things that they want me to give them advice on. When am I doing a reaction? I don't know, bro. Look, because I've gotten busy. Okay, I'm trying to start a business and stuff. So this is what I was going to do. I was going to make 2 videos a week. I know I was going to cut my stuff down to two videos a week at least, so that you guys will know that at least I'm going to be doing 2 videos every single week. One of those videos was going to be like a vlog style, or just a challenge style video, just something more personal for me. And then another was going to be a reaction. The only thing with me doing 2 videos a week is because I know people, when a lot of people started getting, started subscribing to my channel, they start realizing that, I think at one point in time I was doing like videos every single day, and I'm not at the point where I can do that anymore, because I got so much stuff going on, and I'm not doing, like, YouTube is not my full-time thing. If YouTube was my full-time thing, I would most definitely, I would get up and work, and that would just be what I do full-time. But YouTube takes a lot. Recording a video takes about 30 minutes, and then editing takes about a good 2 or 3 hours. It's crazy. But yeah, 2 videos a week. So I don't know. Forever. I haven't forgotten though. I know exactly what you want me to react to. I just haven't forgotten. Honestly, I think I've heard that song already though. I think that's why I didn't do it. I think I've heard it already. Yeah, forever and ever and ever, forever and ever and ever. I think I've heard this song. See, this is why I don't do gospel reactions, because it's very, very rare that I hear a gospel song that I haven't heard before. I think I'll be committed to you. I think I've heard it. It's like a love song to Jesus, right? I think I've heard it. But yeah, 2 videos a week. I'm finna get up off of her, cause I'm finna eat this pizza, cause this pizza look real good, and scrumdiddly up's just so. I love you guys. All right, I want you guys to know that I love you guys so much. I don't know if there's going to be a new video out between the time of now and the 20th, but I know there will be something out on the 20th. I died. I came back. So yeah, I don't know if there will be something in between, but there just might be, just so I can keep you guys entertained, because I know you guys love. Look, for anybody that just watch my reactions, I'm just gonna say this one last thing before I go, because y'all need to hear this. For anybody that just watch my reactions, try watching one of my vlogs. Well, no, not my old stuff. Please don't watch my old stuff. The recent stuff. You try watching one of my recent videos. If you only watch my reactions, if you don't watch a recent video of mine and you fall in love with it, you can unsubscribe. You can just leave. I make good videos, but people only like watching my reactions. Look, so Brandon is joking. Nobody followed the line of Brandon. Brandon is joking. He is not unsubscribing. My Lord, today. This is not going well. I'm finna just end up eating this pizza right here on live, because it's not. Y'all got me confused. This is amazing. It's very amazing. Yeah. So I'm about to go. Brandon, we're not playing these games today. All right. I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna let God. And I'm gonna pray about it. I'm finna go though. I almost definitely see you guys again. Remember, loving every moment, because nobody's promised tomorrow. So make sure you give them the best today. Today. That's what I do. Today. You get it? Today. That's why I do it at the end of my videos. Did y'all understand that or get that? Today. Remember, loving every moment, because nobody's promised tomorrow. So make sure you give them the best today. I'm off her.